can't keep my eyes off of you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something that I'm really excited about because love is in the air and Valentine's Day is fast approaching us. Whether it's your first Valentine's Day and you're stuck on ideas, or you've been in a relationship for a while and the romance has kind of faded away, or if you just love the idea of love, then this video is for you. Now I know there are a lot of people who believe in the notion that Valentine's Day should be an all-year thing. You know, it should be every day of the year, and that is completely true. You should never stop showing your loved ones how much you care on the other 364 days that they're in your life. But we do have this one day of the year where many people go above and beyond with dinner reservations, stuffed animals, cards, candy, flowers, yada yada yada. I personally will have to work a double on Valentine's Day. Christian is working Valentine's Day too because we both work at a restaurant. We work at Red Lobster. So it's gonna be a little different that we're going to be celebrating it this year. Actually, we did the same thing last year. We both worked a double and it was crazy busy. There, of course, are so many couples that reserve tables beforehand, and the wait was like 2 hours to get a table because, you know, they just want to impress their dates and just go the whole 9 yards. So this year is going to be different, but like I said, that's perfectly fine. Every day should be like Valentine's Day, so we're not going to put too much pressure and worry on the actual day because there's nothing we can do about it. We are gonna have to work. But for the sake of the holiday, I thought it'd be festive, and I suggested I do something different with the background. I will be showing you around. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you around here. This jar he gave to me on my 22nd birthday. It is filled with 101 post-it notes. Now, the pink post-its are things that he loves about me, and the green post-its are memories that we've shared. So basically he just filled them with, you know, stuff he loves about me and memories we shared in the colors that are our favorites, because I love the way hot pink and lemon green looks together, and one of his favorite colors is lime green. So I thought that was a really cute birthday gift. And this is a picture of us when we went to the monster truck show when we first started dating. I think that was back in July, I want to say. And we actually have the tickets here pinned. Monster Jam truck show. These are our tickets. And this is just a cork board of our lives, basically. I showed this to you guys in my small room tour. I've actually privated the video because I just thought it was so horrible, but I'm pretty sure I will public it again and do an updated one later on in the future. So I'll link it down below. But I love doing like photo booth pictures at the mall, so we have a few of those. And this right here, I don't know if you can see, but that is a ticket or a flyer for the Marvel Universe live show that I took him to for his 20th birthday. And our tickets are those right there. He's not a huge fan, but I am, and I thought I could like try to get him into something new, and we actually had a really good time. We got free Toby Keith concerts in August of 2014. This lady just handed us free tickets, so that was pretty sweet. And I think that's the same day, the monster truck show. We don't really have any we don't have a lot of like disposable camera pictures of us. I'm hoping to do that more in the future. We've been to the circus together. I took him to Yankees game for 1 year anniversary. This is Mr. Benjamin. He's the first stuffed animal that Christian's ever gotten for me. This is our caricature that we've gotten at a fair that we went to in, I think it was 2014. He won me this rose at, I don't know if it was the same fair, but we used to go to the fairs a lot in summer. And he won me a rose, and I just got some rose petals. And this is a jewelry box that he got for me one day. It says Lenice and Christian. It's engraved, filled with some of my jewelry, not all of it. But I just wanted to do something different with the background for this video because it is a Valentine's Day video and my room is not romantic in the slightest. Oh, Huggles. I should have put him in the background. But I just wanted to do something different to soften up the video for a little bit. I've come up with 10 tips on how to make your Valentine's Day more romantic, and I'm also going to be sharing with you 10 tips on how to make your Valentine's Day just a little bit sexier. So it might get kind of hot in here. I suggest you have a fan. If sexy talk makes you a bit uncomfortable, I suggest you at least enjoy the first 10 tips that I will be sharing with you on how to make your Valentine's Day more meaningful. Keep in mind, you can also take these tips and utilize them in your romantic life every day. Like I said before, this is not just about Valentine's Day, but it is a holiday and it's coming. I wish I could keep this up all year, but no, this is just gonna be the video just to make it, you know, sweeter and cute. So I hope you've got a snack because this might take a while. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first tip that I'm going to be sharing with you is all about cooking. Whether you're cooking for each other or cooking together, I think it is a really sweet romantic idea as opposed to going out to dinner, which is fine too. If you want to go out to dinner, by all means go ahead, but be prepared to have to wait for a long time for a table that you may not even like, and you might not get the attention that you deserve because they have quite a few other tables than you. And you know, everybody's trying to impress one another. So going out to dinner, although you may want to impress her, it may not be the best idea. I strongly suggest buying your own ingredients, staying at home, cooking with each other or cooking for one another. Even if it's at your house or somewhere else, you can even still dress up really nice and light some candles, play some soft music in the background, really make a night out of it. And if you still want to go out, you can go out for dessert afterwards. It could be cheaper and it's just a really sweet notion. Or what you could do is order takeout or delivery, still make a night out of it, dress up, hang out at the house, or even have some drinks at your place and have a private nightcap and just make it really romantic. So my second tip on how to make your Valentine's Day more meaningful is DIY gift. I think it's way more meaningful because it comes straight from your heart and not from a store. It's not pre-packaged. It wasn't made mindlessly for someone else, you know? DIY gifts are way more personalized and it just shows the other one how much you really care. You can do a DIY picture frame or make a collage. You can make a CD of all the songs that remind you of them. You can make a homemade movie or a DVD with like a slideshow or some clips of each other. You can decorate a box or a jar with your pictures on it or some decorations on it. I think that's a really cute idea because boxes and jars get stuffed all the time, but when they're about to stuff the jar box, they're gonna be like, oh, look at our pictures, isn't that cute? I personally this year made my Valentine's Day gift for my Valentine Christian. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but if you haven't subscribed to my vlog channel, K-Vlogs, I will link it down below. I will be uploading a Valentine's vlog on that channel when the time comes. Is just a video about the gift that I've got for him this year, just so you know, you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. Third tip that I'm going to be sharing is to recreate your first date if possible. If you went to the movies and out for pizza a year ago, do it again and make it more meaningful. Or if possible, you can go where you first met each other and take pictures there and just explain to one another how much you mean to each other. I don't think Christian and I will really do that because we met at Taco Bell. I don't know how romantic that'd be. I mean, hey, I could bring my own candle, we could eat a couple of burritos, and we could discuss our future. Christian and I the other day recreated our first date. I will link that vlog down below. It's called our 2-year bowling date or something like that. We went bowling 2 years ago. Even though it wasn't at the same place that we had our first date at, we still went bowling on our 2-year date anniversary and it was very special. So that's something else you can do this year for Valentine's Day. Fourth tip that I'm going to be sharing with you is to draw a bath for your significant other and take a bubble bath together. I think it's really cute. I mean, maybe some men won't do it just because they probably think bubble baths are, you know, kind of girly, but I just think it's romantic to be just covered in bubbles and oils, and you can have like some champagne or wine. If you're worried about your masculinity, you can have a bath beer, you know what I mean? Just, it's not girly at all. You could put some music in the background and afterwards you can massage each other with sensual oils and just have a relaxing night together. The next tip I'm going to be sharing with you is to create a scavenger hunt for your loved one. I think it's really cute to leave notes around her place or your place or wherever you're staying at, and you know, as soon as they wake up, they can wake up to a note saying, you know, go to the bathroom, and then they'll go to the bathroom mirror, look in the cabinet, and then there's something for her, maybe another note or something. Make it really, really cute, you know? Have her traveling all over the house, and then probably at the end of the scavenger hunt, maybe there's a bunch of rose petals and lit candles and a really nice present for her. I'm sorry, I don't want to make this video sexist. Ladies, do that for your man too. I just don't want to make this video sound like the men has to be doing all the work for Valentine's Day, because I don't believe that's the case at all. I think it should be definitely an equal thing, unless there are some men who really enjoy that and some women who really enjoy being spoiled, or the other way around. If I come off as sexist, I do apologize. I don't mean it in any way, but I guess my brain is kind of wired to use certain pronouns in certain ways, so I apologize. Next tip that I'm going to share with you is it's deliver gifts to their jobs. If they're working on Valentine's Day and you cannot wait to give them a gift, then send them like a first round of gifts. Maybe save that one special gift for later on in the night, or during a time where you can actually be with them and watch their face when they open it. Maybe you can send them flowers or chocolates or what have you to their job. They are going to love it. The next tip I'm going to be sharing with you is going to the movies. A lot of the times on Valentine's Day, there are romantic movies that come around. You don't have to see a movie that is romantic at all. If comedy is something you enjoy together, or action, or suspense, what have you, go see that movie that comes out around Valentine's Day. Just go to the movie, get a couple snacks, and have a movie date. If you don't feel like going out, I suggest you also can stay home and watch a movie from there, whether it's from Redbox or Hulu, Netflix, or you can download a movie. Have a lot of blankets, and you can have some movie-style snacks. Popcorn and candy, chocolates, whatever, and you can watch whatever kind of movie you want, and I think that's really cute too. If the weather permits it, because I know February is not the same for everybody. I know in New York a lot of places are really cold, but if you're somewhere else around February and it's really nice, lay out a picnic blanket in a meadow or something and watch the movie on your laptop, or on your patio, on your deck. Watch the movie while also having a different change of view and scenery, and I guarantee you it'll be so romantic and so cute and a bit unexpected. The next tip I'm going to be sharing with you is to take part in your significant other's interest. If they're interested in writing, maybe you can buy them a new journal and on the inside write them a really nice poem or meaningful message to them, so every time they open their journal, they know who it's from and they think of you. Or if they're a chef and they love to cook, help them cook dinner. If you're dating a video blogger, make a video with them if you haven't already done so. Just try something new and different, you might like it. If you don't know exactly what to get them for their passion, just get a gift card. I'm sure they'll appreciate it just as much. Next tip is to buy a date jar, randomly pick out a date, and do said date if possible. So basically a date jar is, they sell it at lots of stores like Target and even grocery stores around Valentine's Day, Walmart. It's just this like tiny jar filled with date ideas that you can do either in your everyday romantic life or Valentine's Day, but it usually comes out around Valentine's Day. And they have ideas like, go mini golfing, indoor rock climbing, bowling, go to the movies, play arcade games like laser tag, have a picnic. There's this idea called a penny date where I think you pick a number from, I don't remember the range, but you pick a number, let's say you pick 15, okay? And heads on the penny is like left, and tails on the penny is right, let's say. You start driving and you have the number 15 in mind, and you keep flipping the penny. You're gonna flip it 15 times, but you flip it one time, let's say it lands on heads, then you turn left, and you flip it again, it says tails, you turn right, and you do that until you've done it 15 times, and wherever you land, that's where you have your date. You can have an impromptu date because a penny told you where to go. There are many ways to do something cute and different this year. Okay, the last tip that I will be sharing with you on how to make your Valentine's Day more meaningful is to go all out and wow her. This is for the people that actually have money to spend, unlike me, and who actually want to wow their Valentine's Day either for the first time or for the 9th consecutive time, or you just really want to impress them. This is how you wow them. Christian had an idea for me for our first Valentine's Day, which was, I want to say, I think 2 years ago. We weren't technically dating at the time. I had just come out of a relationship. It was a really sucky breakup because we broke up on February 13th. Christian had already decided he wanted me to be my Valentine's, but I was definitely not trying to do that. So he actually had already booked a hotel room, I think in the city or somewhere. He was gonna order room service with, the champagne on ice and, flowers and rose petals everywhere, candles lit. He had like a playlist. He had like all these ideas, and I was still in their relationship, okay? But we broke up February 13th, and then when that happened, he still wanted me to go with him on Valentine's, and I said no. You know, I just wasn't emotionally ready. I had to kick him to the curb. I was just like, no, I'm not ready for this. And he had to cancel everything, and he was pretty mad for a long time. I still saw him on Valentine's Day anyway. We went to Red Lobster instead, and then he went back to my place and we watched the movies. I showed him Titanic for the first time. So that was our Valentine's Day. I thought what he had originally planned, I thought even though it was cliche, it's just so romantic to do, you know? It's very chivalrous. I still have never had that Valentine's Day yet. Hopefully I will in the future. But if you want to wow them, book them a hotel room in a new city that you have not been to, or, you know, a city that you guys love to be in. And order room service. Order chocolate covered strawberries, you know, some fruits, some sensual fruits, maybe some oysters if they have it, shrimp cocktails, champagne on ice, and like I said, you know, rose petals and candles everywhere, something like beautifully arranged on the bed and on the floor. Have, you know, music playing in the background. It's just all these cliche ideas. I think cliche is a great tip to go for Valentine's Day if you haven't already done it, because a lot of women haven't experienced it yet. Okay, so those are my tips on how to make your Valentine's meaningful. Now I will be sharing with you something a little hotter.